So ask me how my day's going. Well, it's going shit. Thanks for asking. Right, so Land Rover is about to arrive here on a recovery truck. It's the second recovery truck it's been on in the last 2 days. I had to get it recovered to Sheffield because it broke down big time, and then from Sheffield I've had to bring it over to Barnsley. Hopefully it's about to arrive shortly, and I'll let you know the story. It ain't a good one. Right then, here we go again. Story starts on Saturday. I decided to do something nice with the little kiddywinks and take them to the seaside. So, although Cleethorpes isn't technically a seaside, I don't think, because it's on an estuary, I don't believe it's actually the seaside. But took them to Cleethorpes, a bit of a winter getaway for the day. We went in the amusements. Phoenix went on his first donkey ride, which I thought was amazing. I spent 30 quid winning tickets for Alice, for her to exchange those tickets for about £3 worth of sweets, which was fucking brilliant. Anyway, but a great time. Started to head back to Sheffield. I timed it just right to get Alice back just on time. And we put fuel in on the way back, and then my battery light came on. Now, given I've just replaced the starter battery and just replaced the alternator, I thought it might have been just a problem with the alternator again, maybe a loose cable or something like that. But I was already on my way home on the motorway, so I thought, you know what, I'll just leave it, because it's probably just something to do with that. About 5 miles in, I noticed the temperature gauge getting quite hot on the Land Rover, and I was like, this ain't good. But I was on the motorway. I'd got a baby with me, I'd got a 9-year-old with me. It was winter, so it's freezing cold outside. I can't imagine it would get too hot, because I'm you know, driving in the cold, and it was evening time. And also I couldn't find a safe place to pull over. I didn't want to risk pulling over on the motorway with the kids in the car, because that is also dangerous, and the kids are my priority. However, then it got hotter and I realised there was something wrong. So I pulled over. I found actually a lay-by on the motorway. It was the A182, whatever it is. A180, I don't think that's a real motorway, but whatever it is. That concrete road that's really fucking loud and really annoying and goes on. It seems to go on for forever, but it's not even that long. Anyway, I pulled over into a lay-by, and the engine's bubbling over. There's water everywhere. It's all gone to shit. So, very stressful, obviously. Got a baby with me. Called the RAC straight away. That was a stressful conversation, because they just don't listen to you. They told me it'd be 45 minutes as I was a priority, because I've got young children with me. Great. 45 minutes later, still nothing. An hour later, they called me and told me it'd be 2 hours. 2 hours later, they called me and told me it'd be an hour. Recovery truck came. It was a wrong recovery truck, wrong size recovery truck. So they disappeared. An hour later, came back with the correct size recovery truck. The recovery truck driver turned out to be alright, but at first I could have throttled him. But then we got towards Sheffield, and I said, "Listen, mate, does your sat nav have low bridges and width guides on it and all that?" Is it like, "Oh no, nothing like that." I said, "Right, well, we're not going to get back. This sat nav's sending it the wrong way. There's low bridges. My van's 3 metres high. It's on top of your van." "Oh yeah, I didn't think about that." So we had to fucking drive around Sheffield trying to find the right way, because the railway bridge pretty much drives. I had to get back to Sheffield because I had to take the kids back. The kids, again, my priority more than anything else. I needed to get the kids back to Sheffield. So I got the kids back. That were all sorted. I left my van in Sheffield so I could still stay in it. Tried to start the van the next morning. In fact, I'm stitching a clip. So that's what it was like the next morning. That was it. I needed to... Sunday evening I tried to arrange for another recovery truck to bring it to Barnsley to the unit, so at least it's safe here. I can get work done on it here, and I can stay here so I can work on the people's vans as well. I got let down by the recovery driver. He let me down last minute, saying his recovery truck wouldn't start, which I think is a little bit ironic, isn't it? That it's a truck made for recoveries and it needed a recovery itself. Anyway, it's like rain on your wedding day, or a free ride that you just can't take. I found another recovery driver that could do it Monday morning. So this guy was a genius, an absolute legend. He just fucking came, did everything that he needs to do, didn't give me any shit. It's now here. I've been phoning round garages for a little while today, trying to find some help, and everywhere's booked up. Lots have told me lots of different things. I've had people messaging me saying it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this. I'm back in the same situation I was just over a year ago with my Sprinter, where it could be this, it could be that, could be this, could be that, could be this, could be that. I've got a mate who'll do it for you for no. I've got a mate who'll do it for this. I've got a mate who knows everything about Land Rovers, and I'm back in that same situation, and I am furious about it. It is so stressful, it's unreal. However, because I've worked my arse off this year, I'm not in the same financial situation I was, so I can afford to fix it now, and I'm not worried about that kind of thing. I know that I've got X amount of money to throw at something. Just sold my other van also, so I've got a few quid spare. I just need it done. I just need it done, and it's just not happening. So tomorrow I'm gonna take the head off tomorrow. One of the lads here is gonna take it off, or help me take it off, or I'm going to help him take it off. We're going to take it off one way or another. Take the head off. I'm pretty sure that it's the head gasket. I'm sure it's that without even looking at it. So what I'm going to do is, this is the plan so far. Take the head off, go have it skimmed, buy a head gasket kit, buy a new water pump, just because. Buy whatever else it needs, bits and bobs, and then get it all put back together, and hopefully it'll be alright. This is all my own fault, but I ignored some signs that, obviously looking back, I probably shouldn't have ignored. But I was thinking about the children. It was a very stressful situation. I don't know if, I don't have both my children at the same time for very long, usually for around 5 hours on a Saturday. Phoenix still has milk, so I was trying to rush him back. Alice was upset at the situation we were in. The RAC were telling us basically that we had to get out of the Land Rover and sit at the side of the road, and obviously given it was over 4 hours, it's winter, we couldn't do that, so we had to sit in the Land Rover, move the Land Rover as far over away from the carriageway as possible, and all that. So Alice was upset. It was just stressful. So anyway, I did what I did. If it costs me a few £100 for the sake of keeping children safe, then so be it. But it should be fine after that. It turns out, by the way, that it was the belt that snapped. The alternator belt is also does the water pump as well. So given that snapped, the water pump wasn't turning, it wasn't doing its thing. That's why the battery light was on, because the alternator wasn't spinning. So it's just a simple thing that probably would have cost a £5 just to put it back on. It's probably cost me a lot of money, but again, it was a stressful situation. The children are the priority, and that's that. So here we are, another adventure. It's a Land Rover, it's an old car. Things are gonna go wrong, and I'm not down about it, alright? I'm just stressed out because it's a logistical nightmare. I'm stressed out because it's a stressful situation, but as far as getting it fixed goes, I'm confident and I can afford to get it fixed. That's the main thing. Anyway, I will keep you updated on this situation. Listen, it's content, innit? Because, you know, got no else to film videos about at the minute. So it's content. Anyway, send love and affection and that, because I'm bloody stressed. I'll see you all soon. Love you all. Bye, Felicia.